Hill figure. Nigga. Good morning. This is the Star Report. Thursday, early edition. I'm sitting here combing through some stories, so I said I might as well just, push the buttons and get it cracking right in front of you, okay? In my community section, salute to two people who sent me a wonderful, eye-opening video. Terrell Owens, former, I'm going to say NFL great, played with the Cowboys, the Eagles. I forget where else he played it, but he got really weird and emotional one time with the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. That's my quarterback, man. I forget which quarterback that was. But he's a crier. He's a crier. If anybody can remind me. Anyway, so he's in his community, gated community, wherever this is. Again, I'm doing research early in the morning, the video. It's nice. There's a Karen, I don't know her name. She starts crying. Terrell Owens is filming everything. He's very calm. It's late at night, and Terrell, I gotta say, man, objectively speaking, even though you were driving, you've got to wear some reflective clothing. Did I say that right, troll babies? Reflective clothing. Yeah, Tony Romo, that was the quarterback for the Cowboys when Terrell was crying. It's my quarterback, man. Anyway, so I'm sipping some fancy ginger tea. I've got a piece of, what is it? It's raisin cinnamon bread with cream cheese. And I want to talk. Hold on a second. Someone sent in a donation early. Good morning to, is it Jam Down? Salute and thank you for your contribution, okay? So that's my early topic that I'm combing through. And in this video, you can see some, I'm going to say Caucasian, because, a lot of people who are phenotypically Caucasian, they assimilate into whiteness. Just because your skin is, appears to be white does not mean you're part of the wealthy 1%. White. You're not what they used to call white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. So she herself could be trash, but she did say, oh, dude, you're a black man approaching a white woman. I thought this was a beautiful eye-opener on a Thursday. I said, big nigga, go live right now. Also, my showrunner, give me a second. I want to try and tie the showrunner into the topic early. I want to tie this into the topic. And good morning to, how do I say your name? I see your donation. Dade, Cape and Raver Dade, if I'm saying that wrong, pardon me, but thank you for your contribution. I want to tie the showrunner into the topic. Do you speak to your neighbors? Do you speak to your neighbors? This is a different time in society. I can tell you, I don't. I don't socialize. And it's not because I'm a man of notoriety. I'm not worried about people knowing where I live. As I've always said, I'm no tough guy. You can find me. You can even come into my home when I'm sleeping. But leaving with your life, that's the trick. But in terms of socializing, talking and speaking, I do not. To be honest with you, again, I'm in Woodstock, GA. I've got some neighbors. They're not like close up on me. The houses are very, very far apart here. You have to look through the woods. There have been times when I come out of my driveway and I'm driving towards, the main road, and I will see a neighbor looking at me, and I do this. I turn my head as I'm driving so that I don't have to acknowledge them. Does anybody else do that? Keep it real before I continue. Does anybody else turn their head so you don't have to acknowledge the neighbor? I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to know your business. I definitely don't want you in my business. I tell my business, on the microphone, but it's just, people get a little too friendly, and people are different now. Society is different. So you have people who are trying to report you, make videos about you, and all sorts of just weirdo shit, you know? Do you speak to your neighbors? Also, I'm going to try to approach the Batgirl film. Warner Brothers has confirmed that the new Batgirl film has been put on the shelf. To my knowledge, they already filmed it. If Gene Richmond, a.k.a. Number 9, or someone else wants to call in, break this down, this was supposed to be released on HBO Max, according to my notes. And Michael Keaton was supposed to return as Batman. Troll babies, yes, no? Anybody up to speed? And who was playing Batgirl? Leslie Grace? I'm not sure if I know who she is. Is she some type of half-breed like myself? I went to her IG page and I just said, I'll come back to this. Area code 909, sit tight, I see you early if you want to chime in. But I'm doing research. I'm not doing one of my evening shows, all right? All right, and also, WNBA, I'm going to say superstar, Brittney Griner. She has pleaded guilty, as you should know, near Moscow that wanted to apologize. She apologized, said she did not intentionally try to break Russian law. Here's what she said. That's why I pled guilty to my charges. I understand everything that's been said against me, the charges that are against me, and that is why I pled guilty, but I had no intent to break any Russian laws. So, she's remorseful? What do you think? Do you give a goddamn? Are they going to give her 5 years hard labor? Shit. I also want to promote some of my sponsors this morning as I sit here and sip my fancy, what is this? Honey Ginger Crystal Tea. Problem solved. I got your donation started. You cover the story of the girl who called her brothers to fight her boyfriend, and he shot both, killing one. Yes. Thank you for your donation. That was in my community section 2 days ago, the video. I touched on it last night, because I did a show last night, but I couldn't find out exactly where that happened. Thank you for your donation again. But all we could see was two niggas running out of a house, and we heard the shots. Baka, baka, baka. Somebody dropped on the ground. Another nigga kept running. And the whole-ass cameraman, I guess he was scared. The camera was going down. It just, come on. Why are people still, dropping the cameras? Shook. Anyway, AJ got your donation. They dropped that baby Batgirl joint faster than a cop drops his wife. Okay, my name is pronounced the Batman. Okay. Last A left out on purpose. Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you for your donation, all right? I did not take my B12 shot yet. Once I do that, sucky now. It's on and popping. Let me grab a pen. Does anybody know where Terrell Owens lives? I mean, he streamed live, so it's not like, we're outing him. Does anybody know what state that is? I have his IG page. It says, Karen is real. Wow, just a normal night of being a black man in America. I want to say I can't believe it, but y'all know what it is. Hashtag Karen on bikes. Okay, yeah, she was on a bicycle. In case I didn't mention that. Anybody know what area, what county? And her husband was there with her. And so, let me read a few comments. I've got time. There's no rush here this morning. There's a few comments that I really appreciated in my community section. Again, that's where the video is. Hold on. Somebody was talking about this woman's husband just, quiet and letting this bitch run her mouth. Okay, PL for real says her husband has no reign over her whatsoever. He's standing there and this crazy woman won't stop, can't stop. Yeah, I agree. and she started crying when the police got there. Again, salute to Terrell Owens, but homie, you've got to wear like what do you call that? One of those fluorescent vest or something. You're dark skinned, man. You're blending into the night. If I were a cop, I would have pulled the gun out on Terrell and said, "Hey, show me your hands. Show me your hands." Okay, B.O. said, sounds like the cave bitch husband recognized she was talking crazy to T.O. He didn't want the smoke, so he did what most cave women do, play the victim role, okay? Yeah. He was moving, approaching the Ivory Princess. Okay, so what I gathered out of the video with Terrell Owens talking and the Karen was that Terrell was driving. He said he was going to his mailbox late at night. He said that she said, slow down. Now, I would agree with him. You have a lot of, Caucasians who like to tell other people, whether they be black, Hispanic, whoever, slow down. It's happened to me. A lot of times I just give them the finger, or I'll roll my window down and blow them a kiss. Rarely, and even though I'm banging Pharmacist 300, rarely will I stop and have a conversation because you've already tried to take the position of moral authority. Anyway, so Terrell, according to the two of them, got out of his car. That was risky. Was this in Florida, folks? He could have got shot. But he didn't. And she called the police. Now, we want her information. Yes, no, maybe, troll babies. Hold on a second. Warner Brothers confirms Batgirl canceled now on my showrunner. We want her information. She called the police. She started crying. It's time to expose the bitch. Oh, yeah. Not to say anything, in terms of bringing the heat to her, but you call the police. And depending on the state that they live in, calling the police on I'll just say black people sometimes, that can be a charge, all right? Christopher got your donation, he says. Pow, okay, thank you for chiming in. ADP got your donation. Peace, beloved. Salute to Flacco for regulating. Yo, that was real. Flacco, one of my former associates, early 80s, Puerto Rican, tall, skinny guy. Yeah. That was real, man, and I minded my business. You goddamn right. Troy got your donation. T.O. should sue for emotional distress. I don't know if he will. He even said that she, along with the board for the community, I'm assuming it's a gated community, the community has been talking about him being behind on his mortgage, his payments, or whatever, something with regards to that community. So, yeah, you're right. He could have a case, if you ask me. She's putting his information out there. If she's not on some type of goddamn, if she's not a member of the board, then she's just yakking about his business. And you're right, he could be under emotional distress. Hold on a second. I think we got Sir Shy tapping in. Sir Shy, is that you? Good morning.
What's popping? What's going on, Star?
Hey, man, Thursday morning. I just wanted to jump on this Terrell Owens thing early before I head out and hit the gym. How's it going?
Oh, everything is good. On the Terrell Owens thing. In Oakland, California, about 3-4 years ago, we had the famous Barbecue Becky situation,
right,
where a woman called the cop. Yeah. I think you actually touched on it.
Yes.
On your earlier program,
yep.
And so that kind of sparked the whole, calling the cops on black people or anybody just because I'm white and I say so.
Right.
And sometimes you might have to go through those uncomfortable situations in order to stop, Karen or Brad from doing that. And so to me, I don't mind living in a white neighborhood, but I like living in white neighborhoods where there's some black people in it.
Okay.
So where anywhere those situations happen, you can hey, Karen, this is Jamal. He's not like that. Relax. And so that situations will happen in the future. What do you think?
I grew up in the suburbs, working class.
Me too.
As I've gotten older, and even though I appreciate where and how I grew up, my mom, my mom's Caucasian, but at the same time, I don't feel that living in a quote unquote white neighborhood is so much better than living amongst your own, whoever they may be. And again, race is a social construct. I'm more concerned with living around people that are in my tax bracket. Now, if they just happen to be Caucasian, then I'm very, very cautious and selective. And truthfully,
right.
I grew up, again, New Jersey. So I'm used to condescending, cynical Caucasians. I know how to deal with them. I prefer to see your racist demeanor up front. I don't want you pretending to be my friend. You feel me? So, I'm from a different time, but I hear what you're saying. But now, hang on a second. You're from Oakland. What was the name of that very famous? They killed a guy on this. Was it the subway, the bus station?
Yeah, it's the BART station. Oscar Grant. It's funny because I'm working for them right.
Yeah,
I'm working for them right now. But yeah.
Oakland has a history. Oakland has a history of intense racism, right?
It had its ups and downs. I mean, it's the home of Huey P. Newton, Sly and the Family Stone.
Yeah.
So with the good, there is the bad.
Yeah. Too Short.
Too Short, Mac Dre, all that. Yeah. Well, you're going to be here next month anyway, so hopefully,
I'll be there.
I'm sure you'll do your rounds.
Hey, man, thank you for chiming in. Now, with regards to the new Batgirl film, I have not kept up. I'm just touching on this. What piqued my interest was that Michael Keaton is returning in. Yeah. Well, he returned in this Batman film, and there's another one, some Flash film where Michael Keaton comes back. Please.
Yeah, it's going to be in the Michael Keaton universe, where from the Batman 1 and 2. And that movie bombs, man. It's the more, another gender, race swapping, bait and switch characters.
Okay.
Just like Black Panther 2 and Thor, Marvel and DC has really had a big problem of just sticking to the source material. And a lot of people are kind of turned off on it, So I don't really plan on watching any of these like Marvel. I'll watch it for free, but I'm not going to pay for it.
Yeah. I liked my.
Before I leave, I wanted to thank you for checking Gil, man. I did the research from your other program.
Yeah, I don't want to go back. I don't have an axe to grind. I understand what we're doing here today. I don't care about all that stuff. But I liked Michael Keaton.
But salute to King Flex for checking Janet.
Okay, sir, let's stay here. Stay here.
Right.
I liked Michael Keaton as Batman, but truthfully, and people laugh when I say this, you know who my favorite Batman was? Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer. In the movies, Val Kilmer.
I actually like Ben Affleck. I think he's actually been one of the best Batmans we've had in a long time.
I like Ben Affleck, but Val Kilmer was my favorite. And he did one film, and I don't know if that bombed or not. I forget, but thank you for tapping in, man. Thank you.
Hey, do you know Marlon Wayans was the original Robin? I think he still gets a paycheck from the 1989 Batman he was supposed to be in.
Oh yeah, I'm not that.
Yeah, isn't that kind of cool?
That deep into it, but thank you, man. Thank you.
All right, you have a good one, sir. Thank you for taking my call.
Yes, sir. Okay, Sir Shy, tapping in. Whew. Hold on a second, guys. Hey, Ebony, how are you? Okay, Ebony said that shooting was here in Detroit on Sunday. Which shooting? I'm getting my shootings mixed up here. Which shooting is Ebony talking about, folks? Because I was trying to find out where that guy was running over his wife. Oh my goodness, with the goddamn truck. Supposedly that was in China. Which shooting is Ebony talking about? Did I just mention a shooting? I'm zooming off the goddamn Honey Crystals tea. Ebony, are you smoking Zaza? What shooting you talking about, baby? I don't know. Thank you, Ebony. I don't know what shooting you're talking about, but appreciate you tapping in. Gary, I got your donation. Gary says, my neighbors are white niggas on welfare. Okay. Hold on a second. Jada Bandit. Jada, are you on the line? Did you see the video? Jada Bandit. Hold on a second. 973 Jada Bandit. Jada Bandit.
I'm from London, eh? Big man, eh? Big Troy Terrain, eh?
What's up,
from
man?
London town, eh?
How are you?
Good, man.
How are you?
I'm all right, maintaining. Hoping it ain't too loud because I'm at the mall, so I know you might hear that background.
Okay. Did you see the video? I'm doing research. The video.
Did I see the video? No, I did not. What's the topic? Yeah,
Jada Bandit, I gotta go, man.
You gonna put me on hold?
I gotta go, man.
Put me on hold? You can't put me on hold?
Community section, and call back. I'm doing research. Come on, man. I'm gonna promote you. Hang on, I got your showrunner. Hold on a second. You are my nigga, but doing research, okay?
Yes.
This ain't the time to catch up, man.
All right, respect.
Respect. Thank you, man. Okay, Jada Bandit. Hold on a second. He's a sponsor. I take care of my sponsors. Hold on a second, but please don't call and slow me down, please. Hold on a second, Jada Bandit. Here we go, okay? Subscribe to Jada Bandit on YouTube. Okay, what shooting was Ebony talking about? Shooting, a stabbing, some niggas getting set on fire? Justin tapping in for providing great content this early in the day. Thank you very much, Justin. I'm heading to the gym as soon as we finish talking here. And Ralph got your donation. I think I finally figured out why you admit to being a coward and not having and or raising kids. You can't take not living up to the life that your father and your mother gave you. I've already said that, sir. You're just now figuring that out. Thank you for your donation. Yeah, man, I've said that, man. I'm checking shit. I'm so spoiled. I don't want to share my life with some little life suckers and one female. Thank you for your donation. Okay, hold on a second. Let me go back to the phones. Somebody else was tapping in on area code. Is it 310? Hey. Good morning. I'm doing research. Are you there? Please don't slow me down. Are you up to speed? Did you see the video? Okay, doing too much. I ain't mad at you. Folks, I don't have to take phone calls, but I'll share, the moment here with you. In my community section, in case you're just now joining me for this research show, brand new video. Terrell Owens. Let me Google him whilst I'm doing all of this, okay? And Galvani. Did I say your name right? Thank you for your donation. Galvani. Terrell Owens. Or is it Terrell? I forgot. Gee. Okay. Terrell Owens. I remember he played on the Eagles, and who was he trashing? The quarterback at the time, Donovan. Okay. Born in 1973. Okay. Is he still playing football? A wide receiver for the Knights? A fan-controlled football league? Okay. Played for 16 seasons in the NFL, a 6-time Pro Bowl selection. 5-time first team All-Pro. Owens ranks third in career receiving yards. Okay. Who did he play for? Hang on a second. I got to get to this. Okay. Selected third round, 1996 by the San Francisco 49ers. Okay. Played with them for 7 seasons. Traded to the Philadelphia Eagles in 2004. 2 years later, he signed with the Dallas Cowboys. He spent 3 seasons there. Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals. Okay. So he's had a really, really lengthy NFL career. I remember seeing him crying all the time. Was it VH1? I can't stand to see a crying black man. Sir Shy, got your donation. Salute to King Flex, a.k.a. Tyreek Nasheed. Absolutely. Checking those burrito bandits on the block with Jen and Gil from LA Leakers. Okay. Sir Shy, did you pull up to Power 106? You should have told me that, man. Do you want to call back in? I've been trying to get video footage, some type of update. I put the flyer in my community section yesterday. How was the turnout? Is there footage somewhere? Yeah, the FBA community, supposedly they pulled up to Power 106 in Burbank yesterday, 12 noon Pacific time. Okay, salute to my nigga Ralph. Again, he's just now figuring out that I don't want to share my life with anybody because of my great childhood. Hold on a second. This person didn't pick up the goddamn line. Area code 201. Good morning. Are you there? 201, bright and early. 1-2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning. Grand finale in the building. What's up, man?
Grand finale. Take your time and talk because I was looking to update your information anyway. You have the floor, sir. Please. Okay.
Okay, so don't get mad.
Come on.
But I think the traffic is coming from when you put up the wrong banner last night.
Okay.
I think I'm getting traffic off that. So let's go with that for now. Let's go with that for now.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Hey, okay, you're confusing me. So you sent me another showrunner, ffm.bio/grand finale. You're saying don't go with that one?
Well, here's the deal, man. I don't know where the traffic's coming from. I don't know if it's coming from people rewatching last night's show.
Yes.
Or if it's coming from the community section.
Everywhere. Look, you're in the community section. Last night's rebroadcast does great numbers, also with audience retention. I sent you the analytics, right? Did you ever take notice of that?
I don't know if you guys sent me a deck, but anyway, that's fine. Okay, yeah. Go with the revised joint I sent you.
Okay.
ffm.bio/grand finale.
Okay.
Also, my new single Tighter. You guys can find that everywhere. You can find it at ffm.to/tighter.
Okay.
Once again, that's ffm.to/tighter.
Okay.
The video's hot. I got a gang of remixes on YouTube and SoundCloud exclusively. I got 2 new songs out called All I Got and Tighter. Both of them are fire. Go check them out.
Okay. You keep on talking because I'm going to post this new information as you're talking. Okay. Did you see the Terrell Owens video? The Terrell Owens video.
In the comment section, they're getting at me already. They got the rainbows. and they're calling me all types of grand Badusi.
Yeah, as they should. But you're getting the traffic. You're getting the traffic, yes?
Yes, sir. I must testify that the traffic is coming through.
Okay.
And I'm appreciative of it. So, yeah, man, definitely. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to put out new music on a regular basis. If not new music, remixes. I've got some remixes for Lauryn Hill, Jasmine Sullivan, her, Drake. I'm working on a remix right now.
Did you say per or her? It's like you said per.
Per as in H.E.R.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay.
Yeah. Jasmine Sullivan and her did a song together called Girl Like Me. I did a phenomenal remix for that. Go to my YouTube channel and check that one out. Okay. Keep on talking. I'm almost finished with your new. So yeah, man. I mean, I'll probably be hitting you with another banner because I know you like to keep things fresh.
Yeah.
With new images and what have you. But we're gonna let this one rock for a little while.
Okay, now hang on a second. On the screen right now, is that spelled correct? I just copied what you sent me. Is that where you want people to go?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Okay. Now let me just say to you, with regards to the deck that I know I sent you along with the pricing for advertising and sponsorship. Make sure you pay attention to the deck with regards to the core audience, okay? Also, not just the views breakdown, but growth and retention. This is like one of the most important things in the deck. I'm showing people the analytics. I'm not just telling them, I'm showing you. So it also gives you a breakdown of where things are coming from, the mobile statistics. Hold on, my eyes are bad. It tells you how many people in a 28-day cycle watch this show on mobile phones, computers, TVs, and tablets. That's why I always tell people with regards to the banners, make sure that your fonts are huge, idiot-proof, because most people are looking at your banners on a small device. You want those fonts to be big. Got it?
That's true, and you have spent quite a bit of time, tightening up this deck here. I'm looking at it now, and it is breaking down all the analytics, man.
Okay.
I did not read it, so okay. I'm reading it now.
Now, in my opinion, I'm gonna go with the bio. You want them to see your information, but in my opinion, we should be sending them directly to your song, your music. But I'll do what you want. But you want the traffic on the song.
Okay, yeah. So the song is on fire right now. Let's go with what you did last night, which is ffm.to/tighter.
Okay.
Let's do that one.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad, man. I'm all over the place, man. I'm just trying to get this right. You know what I'm saying? So pardon me.
Okay. Now hang on a second. Did you see the Terrell Owens video in my community section? If not, I'll put you on hold. I need your opinion on that.
Yeah. Put me on hold and let me watch that real quick.
All right. Hang on. Sit tight. That's a sponsor, folks. If you are a sponsor, I will take time with you as well. Okay, grand finale's on hold, so I don't forget him. All right, troll babies, hang on a second, because I know I have another showrunner for him. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, folks, but I know what I'm doing. Okay, here it is. I'll put this in while he calls back. And let me take another call, right? Area code 3. I'm sorry. Pardon me. Let me do 562. 562. Good morning. Are you there? Area code 562.
Yes, sir. What's going on, Star?
Hey, how are you, man? Good morning.
Good, man. Where you want to start? I seen the TO video.
Please, your assessment. I love it. I like that little early nigga wake-up call. Let's go.
Yo, he was supposed to turn on his white woman charm. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work that time.
Her husband was there.
That wouldn't matter. She still smiled. You know, she wouldn't care.
Okay.
You know, T.O. used to, he been knocking down the chicks. He used to mess with Vivica Fox. He messed with Lisa Leslie.
Okay.
Sanaya Lathan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he could have turned on some of that and signed an autograph for her husband. He would have been straight.
Yeah. I like how he handled the situation. He didn't explode. He kept filming everything. I don't know what happened after the police, finished talking to the two of them. But did you see Karen started crying as she's talking to the police? Did you see that?
Yeah, that's gonna happen all the time, though. That's automatic. I think that's hereditary. They get that. They can they can turn them waterworks come on at any time. So they see them blue and red lights. Oh yeah, let me cheer up.
Right. Yeah, hey man. I mean, I'm glad glad he's okay because he's a dark-skinned man. Late at night, you don't know whether he's reaching for a phone or a gun, You fuck around and get a cop with bad eyes, man, and think he's reaching for the gun. He might get shot. Bang! Oh, I thought he had a gun.
Hey,
Good.
down south they would have called him a moon cricket.
Okay. Hey,
Hey, I was gonna say,
I'm sorry,
with Brittney Griner though.
Yeah.
Yo, they found her guilty. They giving her 9.5 years. She going to the gulag.
As of when? This must have just happened. This just happened?
Yeah. They sentenced her. They said they found her guilty. 9.5.
Whoa, I may have to change my title. What's your source?
I went to a news site here.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Wow.
9.5.
I got to change my title. Damn. Damn.
Yo, and you know that hey, the Russian jail ain't no get out early because you acting good. You in there.
Damn. I got to change my title. Hey, man, I appreciate this call. Is there anything else you want to say or promote something? You got a platform yourself?
No, not at all, man. Just keep doing your thing, man. I appreciate you doing the morning show for
sir.
the people out here on the West Coast working early trying to get that dollar, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Salute. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yes, sir. Tapping in. Hold on a second. Let me get my sponsor back on the line. Grand finale. Hold on a second. No, that's not him. Hold on. Grand finale. Just tap in when you get time, homie. No rush. I got to change my title.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm watching it now. I'm about 4 minutes in.
Okay, now, hang on. I'm going to put you on hold. I want you to finish watching it. I'm going to put you on hold because I got to change.
You want me to finish? Okay.
Yeah, finish.
Right.
Okay, hang on. Damn. 9.5. Whoa! Brittney Griner sentenced to 9 years of jail time in Russia. Damn! Nigga! Putin is not fucking around. You over here supplying Ukraine with goddamn weapons? You must have forgot. You must have doubted my gangster. Damn. Hold on, guys. I'm changing the title. Lord have mercy. Help her, Jesus. Brittney Griner. Terrell Owens. Karen. Troll baby, somebody talk to me. Damn. TJ got your donation. Son, Russia got her. Oh, boy. Oh, Russia does not give a fuck about a black lesbian. Let me print this out. Holy smokes. I've just changed it to Terrell, we'll get back to you and your nigger quagmire. We gotta put on some bright clothes at night, my nigga. Sometimes I'm riding through the goddamn parking lot of Walmart, just around like 9:30 p.m. and I have to be very careful around dark-skinned people. I don't know what time that was when you out there, but damn, nigga. All right, I'll come back to grand finale. 646. Good morning. Are you up to speed? 646.
I'm up to speed, Mr. Troy Terrain. I'm up to speed.
Hey.
I saw the video.
How
It's
are
your
you,
boy Jay Bandit. It's a trap phone. But
Okay.
yeah, I saw
What's
it.
up, man?
That Karen situation is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. Rich Terrell always was. That was ridiculous. I saw it. That shit was. Oh, I had to put it on my story too.
Okay. Hey, I want to thank you, man, for at least making the effort. But between me and you, I'm 58 years of age. I don't fly bitches out. So you sent me some pictures of some very pretty girls. If they're flying down, that's one thing.
Flown out?
No. I ain't flying no girl out. Let them fly.
They don't want to get flown out.
Okay, well, tell them to holler a couple days before they reach Atlanta.
I got you. Yeah. She out in Seattle, Portland. I just haven't gone seen her yet.
Okay. Well, listen, man. I got to keep it pushing here. I I want to talk about Brittney Griner, 9.5 years. Lord have mercy. What's popping on your
Yeah, I
channel?
saw that Brittney Griner video.
Yeah. Promote your channel
Right now,
before you
popping
go.
on my channel. I said, okay, I salute. I'm coming on. I'm going to the Styles P Strain event in the next 2 weeks, August 18th.
Okay.
As well as Michael Blacks is in town, so I'm going to go to see him tomorrow. Michael Blacks is going to be at the Carolines in Times Square.
He's a hoe ass nigga.
He'll be out here, so I got to show love to my African brother because a lot of people forget I'm Nigerian. I let them know, but they think I'm playing.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, hey, listen, man. Travel safe. I gotta keep it pushing. Good to talk to you.
You too, man.
Yes,
Salute.
sir. Okay, Jada Bandit tapping in. Okay, let me finish up. Grand finale. Are you there, sir? Are you ready? Grand finale, because I want to talk about Mystical as well.
Yes, sir. So, I didn't get to the end yet. It's a 10-minute video.
Yeah.
I've seen about 8 minutes of it.
Okay, that's good enough. What do you got?
And pretty much, it's two things, right? It's it's a woman, a white woman in this case, blowing something out of proportion because it traditionally works, right? Okay, I'm gonna use all kinds of profanity.
No, sir. It's too early. Too early for profanity.
No. I didn't. I'm not talking about me. Relax. Calm down. I'm talking about her. When I say I'm using profanity, I'm talking about her because that's what Terrell Owens said. He said that she was using profanity.
Yeah.
So I was merely, mimicking her. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hey, man, I gotta slide off. Thank you for your donation, and I will make that adjustments. And let's keep that traffic going to that song. All right.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir. Okay. Grand finale tapping in. Man, 9.5 years. Hold on, guys. I gotta print this out. WNBA star Brittney Griner has been sentenced by a Russian court to 9 years of jail time with a fine of 1 million rubles, roughly 16,400. Okay, and then the court said it took into account her partial admission of guilt, remorse for the deed, state of health, and charitable activities. Damn! Wait a minute. Wasn't she facing 10 years? So they gave her a couple of months off? Rob Lowe got your donation. He says, rest in peace, Brittney Griner, from Russia with love. RJ Supreme, hater. Griner found guilty does not change my day whatsoever. I'm happy we weren't trading a criminal for that idiot. Okay, Griner is in heaven now. Damn. Wasn't she facing 10 years, so they gave her a couple of months off? Sipping a protein shake. She said it was an honest mistake. Damn. Due to packing in a hurry. Now, I didn't see, any visuals recently of her in court. She should have sobbed and apologized profusely. Don't give some half-ass, it was an honest mistake. No, bitch. Break yourself. We have invaded Ukraine. Nobody's coming to save your black ass or your high yellow ass. We're not even trading nobody for you. We've got you, bitch, and we're going to make an example out of you. Medical marijuana, nobody gave a shit. Damn, 2-time Olympic gold medalist. Big Aki got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, sir. Guys, at the top of the... Hang on a second. I got to fix that. Hold on. At the top of the live chat is the PayPal information. If you want to contribute to the show, let me fix that. PayPal. Okay. Oh, shit. Give me a second. What the fuck? Okay. And with regards to Cash App, please take notice on the screen. That's my only Cash App account, okay? Make sure if you send anything, it's got the T on the end. Star Report. Do not just send something and, somebody gives you the thumbs back and you think that's my account, okay? We're going through a little something right now with Cash App, but thank you for your support just the same, right? Psych L got your donation. They need to turn T.O. into a finesse. 2 Chain? I don't get that, but thank you, Psych L, for your donation. Okay. Brian, I got your donation. Okay, you're on the line, 267. Hold on, Brian. Early morning show, folks. I woke up and I haven't even made it out to the gym yet. And I wanted to talk about Terrell Owens. And then all of a sudden, the Brittney Griner sentencing came down. Area code 267. Is that Brian? Good morning. Brian?
Yo, what's up, Star?
Yes, sir. Thank you for tapping in.
I'm here.
Where do you want to start?
So, I want to, first of all, the Brittney Griner thing. Niggas go to jail every day, B. Ain't that what y'all say?
That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. Let's go.
So I can't really feel sorry for somebody who goes to another country and breaks their rules. I can't feel sorry for her.
Yeah. Shit is real.
But so far as the T.O. thing, that whole situation, that's the white woman's playbook. Man, I called you many times before. Every time I call, I make sure I send a donation.
Thank you, man.
Before I actually call. I'm the real-time PA, right? So I deal with Karens every day. I'm going into these gated communities. And I'm always getting questioned by Karen. I mean, I'm a black man. I'm going into a neighborhood where I really shouldn't be, demographically. And this is their playbook. You confront them. They play the victim. Mm-hmm. Cops get called, or either, another white person comes to their rescue, and they always like to play the victim.
Yeah.
Like I said, I deal with this all the time. I'm in a house about a month ago. I'm showing a client a house. The average house in the area went for like $500,000.
Okay.
We in the basement. We come out the basement. There's a bunch of cops standing in the living room.
Right.
Because the Karen next door called the cops and told us that we was in there ransacking the place.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Was that Bucks County by any chance?
Deal with.
Bucks County?
No. I was actually in Delaware County.
Okay.
When this happened.
Okay. Well, as you know, I was a landlord in Hazleton, Pennsylvania for over 25 years. And in Pennsylvania, as you already know, a lot of Caucasians, whether they be Pennsylvania Dutch or just, trash, they're very passive-aggressive. So they're always trying to either, in their minds, enlighten you, educate you, or teach you something by way of manners. That's how they move in Pennsylvania as a whole. I mean, so I'm sure you know how to deal with all that, man, but it's a drain at times. Go ahead.
Yeah, so, man, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to chime in because listening to that, it just put me in a certain place. Mm-hmm. When I went and watched this video, I know exactly what he was going through because I go through it all the time.
Yeah. Have you sued anybody in the past?
Have I sued anybody?
Yeah.
Is that your question? Have I sued anybody? If it is, no, I haven't.
Okay. Now, do you work for a realtor or are you independent?
I'm independent and I'm with a broker, as you know. As a realtor, you have to be associated with a broker.
Right.
If you don't have a broker's license.
Right.
I'm working on that.
Okay. Well, let's talk at another time because you may be suffering from mental.
Oh, I definitely do because I want
mental anguish. You may be suffering, and that particular broker may have to, assist you down the road. Anyway, good to talk to you, man. Thank you. Good to talk to you.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Troll Babies, what was that guy's name? Was it North Korea or what part? South Korea? Otto. Hold on a second. Let me Google something. Remember Otto? He died back in 2000. I think that was North Korea. It's not funny. That white boy was young, 21 or 22 years of age. He fucked around. Okay, here you go. Warm beer. Okay, he died in 2017. He entered North Korea as part of a guided tour group. Okay. On January 2nd, 2016, he was arrested at the airport while awaiting departure from the country. He was convicted of attempting to steal a poster from his hotel. He was sentenced to 15 years. Hard labor. Yeah, there was video footage of him doing something in the hallway. Just on that goofy white boy shit. 15 years. He died somewhere over there in one of those goddamn camps, prison camps, and they sent his ass home in a box. My nigga Brittney. Damn, Brittney's like that. Let me promote one of my sponsors on the screen on YouTube, guys. Tubby Kun. In my community section is a link to one of his tracks. Please just leave a comment. Say, hey, the hater sent me over here. Just want to check out what you're doing. The traffic is important. The sponsors don't care about you trolling. Again, the audience retention is what we're looking to provide and do for them, okay? So just, check out a song, leave a comment. That'll be appreciated, okay? Troy, I got your donation. Okay, I'll come back to that. Darryl, I got your donation. That tall chick got 9 years in a Russian prison. Yeah, we're talking about it, sir. I'm going to pull more notes. Kid London, I got your donation. Thanks for supporting the Star Report. Okay. Okay. Did you have a message, Kid London? Hold on. Kid London says, Star, the FBI just arrested and charged 4 cops involved in the murder of Breonna Taylor. Really? Okay. Thank you, Kid London, for the heads up. I'll Google that shortly. Let me just say salute. Hold on a second. Because this man sends me good information throughout the week. Okay. Okay. I'll get back to that particular person. Troy, got your donation. Oh, Troy says, bye, Felicia. Oh, shit. That was hard. Troy said, bye, Felicia. Damn. I got a donation just came in via PayPal. Only nigga on the block. Star, I speak with all my neighbors. We attend holiday parties and gossip about each other regularly. I always put socks in my crotch for the old lady next door. Okay. Thank you for tapping in. Let me go to area code 832. It's still morning, creeping up on afternoon. Are you there? 832? A little noisy.
Gangs of love tapping in.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. What's cracking?
What's up, Star? How you doing?
Good. Do a little research, man. I haven't even made it out to the gym yet. I wanted to talk about Terrell Owens, and then we got Brittney Griner. 9 years, man. You up to speed? Guilty.
I'm up to speed on the Terrell Owens situation. That's damn near every day for me.
Like we've had the conversation when I told you about me walking my dog.
Right.
White people calling the police on
Right.
me. Like that's just every day. When you decide that you want to live among white folks, that's just something you have to accept because he's famous. I don't know the man's pockets, but obviously if he's living in a gated community, he has some type of money. And no matter how much money you get, you still a nigga in their eyes. So that's just that's what it is. You know, they're never going to look at you as an equal unless you bouncing a ball, making them happy on stage, singing or doing something to please them at the time. But Terrell Owens, not being disrespectful, he's not a has-been, but he's not current. So they not looking at him like that. She probably didn't even know who he was. So
I beg to differ, sir. And if you saw the video, she knew exactly who he was because she started telling him about him not being current with his
taxes.
I don't know whether it was home mortgage payments, the community payments. You know, I don't know, but she was rattling off his information. That's what he said in the video. So now hang on a second. You were having issues when walking your dog, and you're in a predominantly Caucasian community, if I remember correctly?
Correct.
Okay. I think I've asked you this before. Why do you choose to live around people who do not see you as equal? Why don't you live in a black neighborhood?
Well, because I moved here, and when I moved here, this isn't like I'm new to this area. I know nothing about it. And when I talked to the realtor, I told her I wanted to live like when I'm gone away from work, that my wife will be safe. I don't have to worry about her. And I'm pro-black. I love black people, but at the end of the day, I know what reality is. If black people see you with something nice, you know, they may want to steal it or they want to break in your house. And I can't put my wife and kids at their risk. If it was me alone, I'd live in the hood, but it ain't about me at this point in life. I got kids and I got a wife. So me living among white people, I'm not going to just be like, oh, I'm safe. But I know, like, if something goes down, them police going to be over there within a matter of minutes. And white people at this day and time, they're not going to, most of them aren't going to physically go out and harm you. They just going to give you dirty looks or.
I beg to differ, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, in this day and era, they're not hanging black people. They're not lynching us. They're not doing what they did to us way back in the day. And then the thing is, most white people are scary unless they just know, hey, we can get them. And I don't carry myself as like a friendly black guy. Like when I'm gone, I bought a very nice American car recently. So when they'll come by, they'll be like, hey, nice car. And I won't say nothing back to them. You know, I've also had a couple of neighbors down be like, hey, can I look in your car? I'd be like, would you let a black man look in your car? Hell no.
Yeah. Now, hang on a second. I want to jump in here because you do spend Skrill. I appreciate you, supporting the machine. Why not live amongst black people and drive a hoopty? Don't flash, don't floss, and fit in. Pretend to be broke and, kick a little jive once in a while, hang at the barber shop. Why not go that route? Because, you see, you're under what you just said, I take issue with. Growing up in the suburbs, in my opinion, white people can be more dangerous, or Caucasians can be more dangerous than black people or Hispanics breaking into your home. Caucasians can try and line you up, put you in the penitentiary, send the police up into your home, claim that you're selling drugs, so you run the risk of getting your whole family shot just because you want to live amongst them. They can do things with regards to, work, your career, things that you don't even realize. So why not, again, get yourself, maybe not a hoopty, but just a modest car, a modest home, and live amongst your own.
That's the plan in due time, Star. I do plan to move to Atlanta in 5 to 6 years. But at the current time, like I'm living in an area that I know nothing about. So I'm not going to put myself in a position and move into a black neighborhood where I don't know these niggas, so to speak. And like, I get it. White people will go to that extreme, but that's only if they pose, like I pose a threat to them. I got my own trucking business. So financially, I got everything. As far as my paperwork in line, I've never touched drugs. All right. So they can't put that on me. I got cameras, everything. So they can't say Gangsta of Love is selling drugs and this, that, and the third. They can't do that. Okay. So I'm not worried about that. To me, white folks are scary.
Gotcha.
They only good if they got a position of power. But these everyday white folks, they not gonna do nothing. They just gonna look at you and give you dirty looks.
Okay. Hey, good to talk to you, man. Thank you for tapping in. Gangsta of Love. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. To each his own. I don't have no desire to live around Caucasians. I prefer to go slumming over the years, you know? Blend in. Catch you lacking. Line you up. Hold on a second, guys. I want to promote another one of my sponsors. Oh, we have to get these folks to call in soon on YouTube. Paperwork Party Network. Please go there and subscribe. Comment. Tell them that the hater, the number one snitch, sent you over there, okay? Paperwork Party Network on YouTube. We're going to get them to tap in maybe either Friday or Saturday or whenever they have time, okay? Guys, sit tight on the phones. I'm doing research, as you should know. It's 12 noon now, Eastern Standard Time. One more thing with regards to Terrell Owens. Did Karen talk about his HOV fees with regards to the property, or was she talking about his rent? Hold on a second, I'm just reading something here. Because she was referring to a board, so I would assume there's some type of HOA fees. Okay? Maybe he's behind on those. I don't know. Who sent a donation there? Rob Lowe, Gangsta of Scared of Your Own Shadow. Those people you think that will protect you will harm you faster with your own people. You fraud. P.S. Rory was right about you. Okay. I grew up in Scotch Plains, as you know, New Jersey, and Caucasians are dangerous, especially young males. Ooh, those are the shooters. Those are the shooters. Those are the ones who are exploring their whiteness, you know? Walking home from school, Shacamaxon, Terrell Middle School. A little scrawny little white boy has a bag, and he calls the neighbor's dog. The dog comes over, he puts the bag over the dog's head, tightens it, chokes the dog. And I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Just come on." We go into the woods. He kills the neighbor's dog. I said, what the fuck are you doing? Set homes on fire, garages, put sugar in people's gas tanks, fuck up the whole engine. Anybody know what I'm talking about? It's not all good growing up around white folks. Shit. Tony says, Star, you are in Woodstock? Yes, sir. I've been saying that, my nigga. Woodstock, GA, a half a mile away from the shooter who shot up the goddamn Asian massage parlors. That's why I say home of the shooter. You looking for me, nigga? I'm at the Wendy's twice a week, 8:30 in the mornings. Joseph, I got your donation. Pick up 725. Let's get you on the line, sir. Hold on. Here you go. Joseph, good morning. Or good afternoon, sir. Are you there? It's now 12:05 Eastern Standard Time.
What's going on, man?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yeah, hey, I'm reporting live from Sturgis. I'm in South Dakota right now.
Okay. I'm coming through there soon.
Yes.
I know that's why I felt like I had to mention that. But
Okay.
yeah, back to like what Gangsta Love was talking about. I mean, I'm out here. They showing me love. There is a few of them giving me dirty looks, but that's just how white folks be. You can't really, they stick to their kind. We stick to our kind. It kind of is what it is. But yeah, man, I just wanted to mention that. And as far as the whole Karen thing, I mean, that's been going all the way back to the kids. You remember the kids was selling bottled waters in Oakland? It go all the way back to that, Yeah. So. Yeah, but as far as that goes, man, that's all I wanted to chime in. And
hang on a second. So now you saw the video with Terrell Owens or no?
Yeah, I was watching that. As soon as you came live, I went in your community section, checked that out while you was chopping it up.
Okay.
Yeah, so I checked that out. I didn't get to see the whole thing, but I seen about 7 minutes of it. But I caught a good portion of it.
I mean, good guy, but good guy, but he was blending into the night, man. It's like you look at the video and you're like, okay, I see you, but homie, you got on dark clothes,
White folks shook, scared to death.
No, I'm a man of color, but I'm just saying, I'm looking at him like, damn, homie, you need on some bright clothes late at night.
I feel you, Star, but I mean, at the end of the day, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? It's what it is. It's dark, But check me out. Hey, Star, when you bringing back them self shirts? Not to get off topic, but man, I still want one of them self shirts. The self. What was it? How was the title? You had to.
I don't know. Send me an email, man, if you can remember. If you remember, right?
I'm gonna shoot you an email. Hey, and salute to Al, man. Al's the truth, man. Credit Wiz, man. Al's the truth.
Yes. I'm going to be promoting him soon. Thank you, man. Thank you for tapping in.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Guys, on the screen, please subscribe to Mr. Precise 8 on YouTube. Let me make sure that my audio's okay. And he just mentioned one of my sponsors. I guess he's had some success with Al from Credit Wiz Pro. Hold on a second. Yes, Al is the truth. He can help you. www.creditwizpro.com. www.creditwizpro.com. I think we're over we're past the Batman. Michael Keaton returning as Batman in the Batgirl film that Warner Brothers just canceled. They completed the filming and they decided to put it on the shelf. It was supposed to come out on HBO Max. Hold on a second. And he was, or is going to be in another film. Hold on a second. Leslie Grease. That was going to be Batgirl. Michael Keaton. Hold on a second. Michael Keaton. And they've had a change in the structure of Warner Brothers and the executives, yada, yada, yada. That's their reasoning. I don't want to go into the details. It's not that deep for me. Michael Keaton is supposed to play Batman again. Is it in The Flash? Anybody know? Anybody give a damn? Okay, he also has a cameo in the upcoming Aquaman sequel. This is a lot here. I wish number 9 or somebody who really knows this whole comic book world could chime in. How old is Michael Keaton now to play Batman? I don't know. Let me bring in a call or two. Area code 313. Good afternoon, Brittney Griner.
Hey, what's going on, Star?
9.5 years, sir. Lord have mercy, huh? Out of here.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you get, Everybody doesn't have the same laws that America has, People want to complain about our justice system.
Right.
And hopefully they can see what a real justice system really looks like.
Yeah. I'm listening.
It's unfortunate.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm just texting number 9.
It's just unfortunate. Like I'm a lawyer by trade. You know, so like I remember. Yeah. So you got for a criminal case, you've got like 3 general types of intent. You got specific intent, general intent, and you've got malice. You know,
malice. Yeah.
And I don't think they could, like an American court, if she would have got arrested and she would have never said anything, it's hard to prove what somebody's state of mind is.
Right.
You know, that's why defense attorneys will always tell you to keep your mouth shut when you get arrested. Because if you don't say anything, the cops don't know what your state of mind was.
Right.
And that's not in the record. It can't be used against you.
Right. Are you a practicing attorney in Georgia, or do you want to say or not say?
Actually, I just graduated, and I'm about to take the bar exam in February.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, stay in touch, man. Because if I can help you and you can help me, I'm always looking for lawyer friends. I don't need thugs and shooters. I'm the shooter. I need more lawyer friends. So stay in touch.
Oh yeah, we'll do. I want to touch on the Tara Owens comment too.
Yeah, please. The video. Yeah, it's in my community section. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Karen mentioned something about the HOA. She said basically She said in the HOA meetings, his name or his house, his address is brought up a lot,
right?
Because it's not unkept. It's unkept,
right? And
because they've got liens on it.
Yes.
Which is like, I mean, most people have liens on their house if you got a mortgage. A lien is nothing but a security interest in land. You know, collateral. It's just collateral. You know, so. I don't know. That's neither here nor there. It's just that she was just trying to aggravate them, trying to get them to basically goad them into acting like a nigger.
Well, now you're a lawyer. You just graduated. Correct me if I'm wrong. The fact that she's openly discussing his fees, his homeowners' issues and or concerns could be some type of violation on her part when she signs and agrees to the terms of service. If she makes someone else's information public, she could be liable. Yes, no?
Yeah, that could be breach of some type of contract.
Breach of contract.
If you signed a contract, or there's some type of agreement with the HOA that your business is supposed to be kept confidential, or if she's in a position of not like a fiduciary, but like if she's privy to certain confidential information, and she discloses that like without consent, then yeah, she could be liable there too. Yeah.
If I were him,
it probably won't be criminal, but it's civil.
Civil. If I were him, I would sue her.
What'd you say?
I would sue her. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would too.
Yeah. Sue that bitch.
But it was nice talking to you. I got to
Thank you,
finish
man.
up some stuff real quick.
Yes, sir. Thanks. Salute. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. All right. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. There he is. Gene Richmond tapping in, a.k.a. number 9. Good morning, sir.
Here I am. Good morning. How are you, sir?
Good. Where do you want to start? Brittney Griner? 9.5 years, Lord have mercy, found guilty in Russia.
Well, the lovely Miss Griner got what was coming to her. You know, and I know when people travel to these foreign countries, Russia in particular, whether you're an athlete or whether you're just a regular traveler, there are rules, regulations, and guidelines that you're told and presented to before you start traveling, what you cannot do, what's permitted, what's mandated, what's not when you're entering these countries. Right. She took it upon herself to cast it off as if it didn't apply to her, and now she's paying the price. The Russian justice system has worked in the Russian favor. Kudos to Russia.
Wow. So you're not in any way, shape, or form showing her any mercy. Not that you have to, but
no.
Do you know anything about her? I have not been keeping up with her trial. Is she going to do hard time? Is she going to get some type of celebrity treatment. That's a lot of time. 9.5 years. Jesus.
Celebrity treatment. She's a Negro basketball player from America.
Yeah.
They don't know her. Celebrity treatment. Yeah, she's going to the gulag, sir. She's going to the Russian gulag.
Ooh.
You know the ones that Stalin built once upon a time.
Really? Wow.
Oh yeah, hard labor.
Wow.
Get that? Hey, Brittney. Sharpen that hammer and sickle, honey. You're gonna need it.
Jesus. Hey, man. This new Warner Brothers Batgirl film has been put on the shelf. This is your world, the DC universe, MCU. You know all this stuff. Michael Keaton is returning as Batman in a different universe. What's going on?
Well, in this, what we now know in comic books now is there are multiverses. Basically, a multiverse is various different dimensions in and around that universe. So there's different versions of a Batman. There's different versions of a Batgirl, and so on and so forth. This Batgirl movie was at least 2 to 3 years in the making. It came with high praise, and they looked forward to producing it and putting it together. But I guess the movie was a disaster. The movie was a disaster from the word go. If the executives at Warner Brothers, after a screening, shelved this film, it was bad. Over $90 million budget, and we will not be seeing this film at all. It is scrapped, and it's back to the drawing board. And again, like I said before, they took Batgirl and they hired some Dominican actress to play her. I mean, you saw she's a Dominican actress.
I didn't do that much research. I just figured she was biracial. Okay, so now hold on a second. Catwoman didn't work with Halle Berry. So, in my opinion, Batgirl, it's old. It's an old superhero. Why don't they focus on new superheroes? Or do they? Maybe I just don't know about the new superheroes. This is your world. Is there a whole new line of superheroes that we need to become introduced with, as opposed to bringing back Batgirl and Catwoman?
Well, there are always new superheroes. There are thousands of superheroes in the DC and Marvel universe with constantly upgrades and new characters being created all the time. But the profit and the money is with the nostalgia. The money is with the heroes that were created 60, 70, 80 years ago, not the new superheroes.
That makes sense.
There's a very small fan base for these new heroes.
Okay.
Like Electric Shock and Aquaboy and people like that. There's not a major fan base. It's the Batmans, it's the Batgirls, it's the Robins, it's the Supermans and the Wonder Womans that draw the money. Okay. So they continue to make these television shows, they continue to make these films to turn a profit, because nostalgia is what draws. But again, when you go woke with these characters, you create different identities for them and race swap them and gender swap them. It doesn't work.
Yeah. And the new Captain America is, what's his name? Is it the black guy who he used to be? I'm forgetting.
Anthony Mackie, who plays Sam Wilson, also known as Falcon, will be the next Captain America in the upcoming Captain America film. Captain America: New World Order is what it's scheduled to be called.
Now, is he supposed? Is he supposed to be bisexual or gay? I heard that.
Well, he might be. Again, they might switch it up. Was Falcon gay in the original comic book? Of course he wasn't.
I don't know.
But of course, in this new era, they're gonna create this new character. They need to revamp a character to make them woke for this modern day time, and it ruins the substance and it ruins the character.
Yeah. Do you collect?
Hence why Batgirl.
Yeah.
Hence why.
Do you collect comic books? I think you and I discussed this years ago. Do you collect comic books?
Actually, I do have comic book collections going back as far back as 90, 91.
Okay.
I have the Maximum Carnage comic books. I have the Alien vs. Predators and the Dark Horse comic universe. So I do collect comic books from the early 90s. Oh yeah.
Okay.
And the comic book trading cards, by the way. Once upon a time, they had comic book trading cards. So I collected those as well.
Yeah. I told you before I had a bunch of that stuff and I traded it. I don't even go back that far, but All right, man. Good to talk to you. Anything else? Have you seen the Terrell Owens video in my community section? Not that you have to. I was just up early checking it out.
Yeah, I did see it. You know, it's just another black person, celebrity, crying racism. And, of course, the camera's out. Listen, Terrell, how about you just not speed through the neighborhood and cause ruckus and discomfort to your neighbors? Whatever happened to living in a community and respecting all your neighbors and their rights and their abilities to thrive in the neighborhood that you live in? What happened to that? It's not just you living there, Terrell.
That's what you got from that video? Hang on a second. There was no stop sign. She appeared to be lying. She said, why didn't you stop for the stop sign? He said, what stop sign? He was not, in my opinion, irate, drunk, or high. You know, she wanted to be the figure of moral authority. Slow down! She's on a bicycle.
Yeah.
I didn't see any lights on her bicycle. I didn't see reflective clothing. It's dark. She's with her husband. Why didn't her husband say something? Why did she have to be the big mouth? Let's be objective. Come on.
Let's be honest. You know that blacks don't even stop for stop signs. Let's be honest. You've been in cars with blacks. They don't stop for stop signs. They're blasting music. They don't stop. Come on. How many blacks you know stop for stop signs? Oh, I didn't see a stop sign. There wasn't a stop sign there. Of course there wasn't. You didn't stop for it. Of course there wasn't. Of course.
All right.
Of course there wasn't a stop sign.
Good to talk to you, man.
Blacks don't. All right, have a good one.
Take care. Number 9, tapping in. I'm trying to be objective here. I think Terrell Owens should sue that bitch. She started crying. But Brittney Griner, holy smokes. Also fined, folks, in case you're just now joining the show, 9 years of jail time, a fine of 1 million rubles. So I guess that's close to $16,000, $17,000 USD. She apologized and she said she made an honest mistake. Maybe she wasn't going to get any type of leniency anyway. Maybe, you know, her lawyer said, hey, they're going to give you some jail time. You know, it doesn't matter what you say. You are a political pawn, huh? Vic, I got your donation. They really need to recast T'Challa. No one wants to see Shuri as BP. Sick of this woke BS. Also, when did woke become about gay stuff? You got me, sir. I don't even know those names you just mentioned. Are those, hold on a second. Are those comic heroes? Hold on a second. The Black Panther? T'Challa was the king of Wakanda and is the eldest child of T'Chaka. I never paid attention to the Black Panther. Okay. I did see the film. I thought it was decent. You know? Even though he kept getting his ass kicked. He kept getting his ass kicked. Hold on a second. Thank you for your donation. It's too much digging. Let me do area code 469. Hey, good afternoon. I started out talking about Terrell Owens and now Brittney Griner, sentenced to 9 years in Russia. Are you up to speed? 469.
Yes. Sir. Can you hear me?
You're on a speaker. You're on a speakerphone. It's a little hard to hear you, sir. I'll give you a minute to make the adjustments. If not, I have to keep it pushing.
Sorry. Let me fix myself. My apologies, man.
I'm just going to put him on hold until he's ready. Come on, man. Conrad, I got your email. I'll respond after the show. Blaine, I got your donation. Thank you, Blaine. Yeah, send an email, and I will make sure I respond to you when I get back from the gym, okay? Jamal, I got your donation. Okay, sir, you ready? If not, I got to keep it pushing. Area code 347. Okay, you're out of there. Oh, man, don't call me all that. Give me a second. I'm at work. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, man. I'm at work, too. This is work, nigga. This ain't play time. Jamal, is that you? Area code 347. Jamal, good afternoon. Jamal.
Good afternoon, Star. What's good, man?
Hey, how are you, man? Brittney Griner. 9 years! Damn!
Well, you know, I was reading earlier that those type of cases, there's a 99% chance that they're going to be convicted of whatever is out there.
Okay.
So the 9 years and some change, the change is basically, it says she already served 6 months.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be 10.
Yeah.
So they were like, hey, you know, she served 6. Let's let her do 9 in 4 months.
9.5.
And that's how it went. Yeah. So, yeah. It's perfect case scenario. I read her story, which is basically she didn't want to be in the WNBA because of the amount of money that she was scheduled to be paid.
Mm-hmm.
She said, hey, let me go make millions in Russia. And I think she's been over there probably about a year or two before being caught with this hash or whatever.
Yeah.
So she, you know, the story that she doesn't know the rules and the guidelines in that country, honest mistake, and I don't believe that.
It's bullshit. No. Yeah.
So she
Hello? Hello?
She'll be a martyr.
Your phone's going in and out. Say again?
Yeah, she's going to be a political prisoner of some sort, and they're going to try to make it that they're going to have all these T-shirts about her and say, you know, free Brittney and all this jazz.
Yeah. Jesus. What you said what you said is very true. She has been going back and forth to Russia to play basketball. So I forget what league, you know, because she wasn't making the money here in the States, the WNBA. Will the WNBA be liable in some way, shape, or form should her family now sue the WNBA? Her wife, she's married. Should they sue her? Some type of lawsuit. Well, listen, she had to go earn a living overseas because you wouldn't pay her worth in comparison to other athletes. Therefore, we're going to sue you for $200 million. What do you think?
That'd be foolish on their part. I mean,
no, that'd be smart.
That'd
be smart.
Would it be? I don't know. I mean, because the WNBA, they make money off of who comes at the gate, and you know, and the sponsors that support that. No one's watching that WNBA or even women's soccer for that matter. You know, if it was such a popular sport, the talking heads on Sports Center and all that stuff would be talking about the WNBA games. I
hear what you're saying, sir. Hang on, I hear you, but from a legal standpoint, my family member is now at risk of being killed. She's suffering, we're suffering, and whatever your rules and regulations are and your restrictions, we're going to sue you, and let's hash it out in court. Let's figure out how many millions you make or billions, and why you pay the WNBA players so little money. How much are you making? $50 million? Okay, $50 million is not enough. So you pay, I don't know, the players trash. Might be a lawsuit there, man. Come on.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to go that route, and in terms of discovery, they could probably find out what exactly everyone's making and why, you know, as it funnels down, the players are getting paid so little. Okay. I can see that maybe they could get some change out of that, and that might change up the system of the WNBA. Yeah, right. But I mean, right now, Paul, I know that's the WNBA is the regular NBA's little sister. I mean, they're helping promote that every chance they get. So it might. I mean, you do something like that, that might open the gates up to the NBA being liable for something. So.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
In regards to the Batgirl thing.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's an interesting story because it was taken over by the president of Discovery, and that president is basically like a owner of a restaurant, and the chefs have been cooking up crap.
Okay.
He's just like, hey, look, we're going to throw out everybody. We're not serving this.
Did you say the president of Discovery? Did you mean to say DC? I'm confused.
Okay, so Warner Brothers, who has the film rights to DC, was purchased by a guy named David Zaslav.
Okay.
And
you said Discovery.
He's the president.
I was confused. You said Discovery.
So. Yeah. I'm gonna clarify that.
Come on.
He is the president of Discovery Channel.
Oh, okay.
And he bought Warner Brothers, which is also in control of DC Films and all that stuff.
Got you.
So he's been making the rounds in the film industry and talking to the high level execs about what he should do.
Okay.
And I guess with all that counsel, he's saying, look, this is trash. Our image is at risk. We got this guy, Ezra Miller, who's playing the Flash. We can't even do anything with him because he's doing craziness, bizarre things out in Hawaii.
Yeah.
He's going by.
Yeah.
He's going by they, them.
Did he have domestic charges? What was he doing? The Flash.
Yeah, so he was sponsoring an 18-year-old, and now all of a sudden the parents put out a kidnapping charge on him because they can't get in contact with their 18-year-old anymore.
Oh, wow.
And he's so you got that guy. You got Michael Keaton, who you brought up earlier.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be in that multiverse film, The Flash.
Yeah.
And he's also supposed to be in this Bad Girl. So a lot of people are like...
And the Aquaman sequel. Michael Keaton as Batman.
Well, check this out. I just read that Ben Affleck is now replacing him in that Aquaman sequel. They have images of Ben Affleck and that other guy that plays Aquaman.
Okay.
And the Aquaman guy said, hey, look, he released photos saying, Ben is in this now.
Okay. Okay. I'm confused as hell, sir, but thank you for the donation and the clarification. Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Okay. All right. You see, when it comes to that whole comic book world, you have to let these people speak, because if you don't know what you're talking about, you get the superhero fans riled up. I'm confused. All I know is that this goddamn Batgirl film is not happening. Now, let me shift gears for a second. I'm not going to Google rapper Mr. Cole. I'm not. And let me change my showrunner because I want to take my time approaching this. Let me promote the homie Devious J first and foremost. Guys, Devious J, go to his platform on YouTube. He's got great work. Great work. Leave a comment, subscribe, tell him I sent you, okay? Devious J. Now, rapper Mr. Cole was arrested, let's just say last week. I don't feel like Googling nothing. Mr. Cole served 6 years in the penitentiary, to my memory. He's been arrested again. This makes the third time for rape. First time he spent 6 years in the penitentiary. I'm not sure what happened the second time. And this third time, he's now being held without bond, and he's in general population, wherever that may be. I don't feel like Googling shit. Mr. Cole, correct me if I'm wrong, troll babies. The only thing I do want to know is, how old is Mr. Cole? Is he in his early 50s? That's the only thing I want to know. Rapper Mr. Cole, how old? That's the only thing I want to know, because I have a theory. Okay, he's 51. 51, born in 1970. This is just a theory. Mr. Cole has a drug problem. Allegedly. He came up in the cocaine era. People sniffing and smoking. I don't know if he's on coke, but I would imagine he's got some type of dependency issue that he can't shake. And he gets high. Maybe he drinks, maybe he smokes, I don't know. But somehow women keep getting detained or kidnapped. And there's another charge. Is it false imprisonment? Hold on a second. I will Google that. False. What is the definition of false imprisonment? Hold on a second. Or unlawful imprisonment occurs when a person intentionally restricts another person's movement. Okay, false imprisonment. So maybe not kidnapping, but somehow females keep getting prevented from leaving, and then rape charges come about. Now, I've never kidnapped a bitch. I've never detained a female from leaving. I don't want to go back into my past, but, if we were hanging out, getting high, doing whatever, the drugs ran out and the bitch ran out. Okay, see ya, bye, That's that. But Mystical, in my opinion, it's just a theory, may be getting high, and then when the bitches try to leave, he becomes a different person. Yes, no, maybe? He might be on that Rick James shit. Rick James did 5 years in the penitentiary. Mystical did 6. Similar charges. Rick James was burning bitches with crack pipes when they tried to leave. It's not alleged. He was convicted of that shit, went to the penitentiary. Am I making sense? A lot of us have friends, associates, family members. When they get high, they go from zero to 60, like that. I know people, they take a double shot, and they become somebody else. Totally. Start giving females ground and pounds, uppercuts, Tyson blows. Mystical may have that type of issue. To be arrested 3 times for rape, something is wrong with dude. Not trying to shit on him. Met him once. I think it was 2000. He came on the Storm and Buckwild show. Seemed to be a nice guy. But that was just for an interview. Years later, when he came out, he called into the Storm and Buckwild show. I think it was 2011. Seemed like a nice guy. But he's doing something. He's doing something. And we all are creatures of habit. We all are creatures of habit. Everybody doesn't, stay hooked on drugs, but you think about it, or you think about some type of activity that titillated your senses once upon a time. And I think he may have a goddamn problem. Does anybody have any inside information? What is this nigga doing to always catch a rape charge? And that's all I want to say. And that's just a theory. I have no knowledge, no proof. Not trying to attack his character. I mean, his character is already pretty much shot. He's a convicted rapist, Vic, I got your other donation off topic, but where can I find your 50 Cent is grimy? 50 Cent is a grimy Queens dude interview. Well, sir, I have all of my my content. I own that stuff. I've got a hell of a documentary, maybe even 3 documentaries. And that's why I don't put everything out on social media. I don't feel the need to even respond to some people. With me, the myth outweighs the man, to respond to your donation. And thank you again, Vic. I want to benefit off of my journey, my history. I don't want to just put it out there so people can be entertained. Ha, 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 he, he. So that interview and other footage, Hot 97, Power 105, I own all that shit. High definition video footage. Later on, maybe a decade from now when I slow down or whatever, if I check out, somebody else will have access to all that stuff. It's all been backed up on different drives and clouds and shit like that. But thank you for your donation. I'll keep you posted, all right? Let me go to Cash App, guys. Coming up on the 2-hour mark, I'm going to finish up here. Hey, Tyra, got your donation. Ginger is in the bosom of Abraham now. Oh, Griner, pardon me. Griner is in the bosom. No, she would be dead if she was in the bosom of Abraham. She's not really dead, but she's out of here. Thank you for your donation, Tara. Thank you, Dana. Dana just sent me an email. Jogel, got your donation, Jogel. China is bombing Taiwan, but who cares, right? Yeah, sir, we're talking about premium black news. If China is bombing Taiwan, we'll get to that later on. We focused on Terrell Owens and and Brittney Griner. Sir Shy, got your donation. Okay, you want to call back in? Hold on a second, Sir Shy. Guys, I got to cut the AC on also. Sir Shy, can you hold on? Can you hold on? Sir Shy.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Okay. All right, guys, whilst I'm cutting on my AC, let me put another sponsor back on the screen. I want you to subscribe to the Paperwork Party Network. I'll be right back. Okay, back in the building. It's going to be a scorcher here today in the Woodstock area, and I want to make sure I'm not sitting here sweating, okay? Sir Shy, how are you, sir? You're calling back. Thank you for your support. Where do you want to start?
Oh, yeah, you called me back about the Power 106 protest.
Yeah, what happened? You were there?
Oh, I wasn't there because, I'm up north in the Bay Area, but my cousin went down there, and she said it was about, it was a lot of women there. Roughly, she said about over 100 people.
Nice.
She told me the Instagram story. And, yeah, man, they pulled up there. There was a couple bullhorns.
Nice.
They talked about the... What you say?
I said nice. Come on, let's go. Nice.
Yeah. They had signs of the quotations of Gil, the stuff he said the N-word, and he said ghetto coons.
Mm-hmm.
And Tariq was in the building, and I think one of his assistants were there too. So they showed
King Flex puts boots to the ground.
That down there.
Let's not get it twisted. He puts boots to the ground. That's another thing I respect about him. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm in the Bay Area. Man, I grew up on Chuy Gomez on 106 KMEL.
Okay.
So, and he's Mexican too, but he never said anything like the stuff that Gil is saying. And even though 106 has changed over the years, yeah, I have to agree. What you guys are going through in LA, that doesn't represent the community. I mean, just call it La Raza or something. That's not 106.
Well, now, hang on a second, because again, I don't know too much or anything about Gil, aka American Cholo, but he's not even from Mexico, to my knowledge. He's Honduran.
Yeah, Honduran.
Okay. So now the LA Leakers, I've seen some of their footage on YouTube. Are they Mexican? Who are they? And what day part are they on Power 106? I don't even know that, respectfully.
Yeah, they're white identifying Mexicans, which isn't a thing. It's just they think that they're light enough and that they preach their talking points. But these guys, they're not Oscar De La Hoya. They're not, George Lopez. These guys.
I don't want to attack their characters. I'm just asking, are they Mexicans, the LA Leakers?
Yeah, they are. Okay. Yeah, I heard they said Mexican.
Okay.
I wouldn't have known that Gil was Honduras until Rory and you guys told me. And not shout out, but
Rory lit him up like a Christmas tree. And now, hang on a second, please make sure that you send me an email, man. I appreciate your support, but I want to see the footage. I'm heading to the gym after we finish here, but I want to see the footage. I support Tariq Nasheed, Foundational Black Americans.
Me too.
So I'm curious to know what happened. Has Power 106 released any statements since the protest yesterday in Burbank at their station?
It's been 21 hours since the protest, so I haven't heard anything yet. But if we do find anything, it'll have to either be today or tomorrow.
Okay.
But even listening to their radio station, they haven't even mentioned it yet.
Okay.
It's pretty embarrassing, bro.
Yeah. They're owned by a Cuban billionaire, if memory serves me correctly. Mm-hmm. Power 106. And they took the video down of Gil, a.k.a. American Cholo, and Tiger
Oh, that's
and
good.
the
That's really good.
yeah, they did that like 3 days ago, and the LA Leakers. That's not on their YouTube channel.
Okay, and if that's the case, I'll take that W. But there has to be a lot more than just that.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't represent that community.
Okay. Hey man, thank you for calling back and for your support. Thank you so much.
And the next time number 9 calls, is there a way you can text me? Because I wanted to touch on that whole Batgirl with him. That was really that was deep.
Well, I mean, yeah, send me an email and I'll try and coordinate. Are you a MCU, DC Universe guy? I mean, I try to keep up, but it's too much for me.
Yeah, I follow all that. Everything from Star Trek, Star Wars, Marvel, Lord of the Rings, all that stuff. And it's just all the same propaganda and agenda. It's been really bad, man. So if this Black Panther and Batgirl movie bomb, I think that could be the end.
Well, I'm into science fiction, but I'm not into the superhero world. That's I don't watch that stuff to really be entertained. I mean, if they're doing something by way of the graphics, or that's cool. But I mean, I don't get into the stories like that.
Hey, Star, do you think the whole Brittney Griner thing? Do you think this is kind of a bad move during election time?
A bad move? How so, sir?
Well, LGBTQ or whoever, certain groups, they lean heavy toward the left. I mean, if the left don't do them a favor by getting one of their own out, couldn't this kind of backfire on them down the road?
I'm a conservative voter for the most part.
Me too.
The LGBTQ plus, I'm sure they're going to kick up some dust now. But President Biden, who I didn't vote for, who I don't like.
Me neither. I didn't vote for him either.
They were making some attempts to get her home, but they were unsuccessful. So I have no idea to answer your question. I have no idea. But thank you, man.
No problem. Anytime, and I'll work on getting you that email so I
Thank
can
you.
send her that story what I saw.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Thank you. Okay. All right. Sir Shy tapping back in. Nigeria sending a donation. My neighbor spoke to my landscaper to get information about me, and I fired him. I do not want to socialize with the neighbors. In case you're just now joining us, that was one of my questions earlier. Showrunner, do you speak to your neighbors? I do not. Tubbs, I got your donation. Star, it was a setup. They saw her a vulnerability to Mary Jane and exploited it to bring back the big dogs, okay? What does this mean for the LGBTQ? Is this an L? I have no idea. Firestarter, thank you for tapping in. Got your donation. He says Batgirl is shelved because she is black. We don't want a black Batgirl. The only blacks in comics were the robbers and henchmen. That's what we want. Okay. I threw the notes away, but thank you, Firestarter. Leslie, whatever her name is. I'm sure she's a good actress, but maybe it just wasn't a good film. Maybe it just, didn't have the bite. I don't know. Okay, guys, I think I'm out of here. Let me just go through Cash App. And matter of fact, hold on a second. I need to promote my PayPal more for those of you who you send me emails. You don't have Cash App. Maybe there's some issue with Cash App. I don't know. But there's my PayPal information on the screen if you want to support the show. Your donations are appreciated, okay? Cash App. Okay, guys, I'll get to the Breonna Taylor situation later on. Justice Department charging officers. And is China bombing Taiwan? Please keep me up to speed via email, but that's not premium black news. We'll get to that later if they are. Jonathan, I got your donation. Trade for the Merchant of Death. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Jonathan, but thank you for your donation. Elvis the Chef Rosenberg, thank you. Okay, Blaine, I will send you an email before I head out to the gym. I got your email. Thank you, Blaine. Sit tight, all right? Edward, I got your donation. Okay, thank you so much, Edward. Send me a link, please. I'm kind of swamped right now. But thank you. Rashim got your donation. Okay. Okay, and this is Troy. Thank you, Troy. Okay, I can't do any more calls right now, guys. I got to keep it pushing. Thank you. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Please make sure you check out some of my sponsors. Hang on a second. Okay, hold on. Let me line them up. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.